Oh, and he's in trouble. Oh, what?
In bull riding, a single second can change everything, and in these 10 cases, every move marked a before and after. Number 10. Scotty Knapp. Scotty Knapp, originally from Canada, is a rider who has always been known for his courage and determination, known for facing high-difficulty bulls without showing fear. That night, he was up against a challenge that would test every fiber of his body. The bull he drew was not only powerful, but also had an incredible ability to change direction in mid-air. From the moment the gate opened, Scotty had to deal with a series of violent jumps that seemed intent on throwing him off the rope at every move. The first seconds were a pure battle of balance and reflexes. In the fourth second, the animal executed a vertical jump combined with a spin so tight that it completely threw Knapp off balance. His free hand slipped, and in an instant, he found himself falling sideways. The dirt greeted him with a dry impact, raising a cloud of dust. The worst part was that instead of moving away, the bull turned toward him, forcing the bullfighters to intervene quickly. Scotty walked out on his own, but with visible discomfort in his shoulder and right side. Later, it was confirmed that he had a severe bruise and muscle inflammation that would keep him out of competition for a few weeks. "I didn't have time to think. Everything happened in an instant," he later commented. Number 9. Nathan Chapper. Nathan Chapper, a young American talent, had proven in several competitions that he was not easily intimidated. His technique and composure had earned him a place among the most promising competitors. But in this event, the reality of rodeo hit him head-on. The gate opened and Nathan came out strong, maintaining posture and control in the first seconds. However, the bull began a sequence of tight spins with a power that forced Chapper to shift his weight with every rebound. It was a constant effort, like trying to keep your balance on a wave that changes direction without warning. In the 5th second, an especially high jump followed by a lateral twist threw Nathan off the rope. The fall was hard, but the worst came when the bull, instead of continuing forward, turned and charged directly at him. Chapper barely had time to roll to one side before one of the bull's front hooves landed where his torso had just been. The quick reaction of the bullfighters prevented the incident from becoming a tragedy. Nathan walked away with several bruises and pain in his ribs, but free from major injuries. "It was like the bull knew exactly where I was," he said at the end of the night. Number 8. Claudio Cristoimo. Claudio Cristoimo, a Brazilian rider with international experience, has competed in multiple high-level events. His style is aggressive but always calculated. On this occasion, he drew a bull that was not only unpredictable but also extremely strong. From the gates opening, the animal began with high jumps that lifted Claudio higher than usual. Each landing was a sharp blow against the rope and the rider's body. The first 3 seconds were an exercise in endurance, but in the 4th, the bull changed its pattern and spun in the opposite direction with a speed that caught Claudio off guard. The Brazilian lost control of his legs and was thrown toward the dirt. The impact was brutal, landing on his back and rolling until he stopped near the fence. The bullfighter stepped in to block the bull's path, giving him time to get back on his feet. Cristoimo was taken for a medical check, where fractures were ruled out but a lower back strain and a hip contusion were confirmed. "That bull had an engine that never shut off," he later commented. Number 7. Cody Hudson. Cody Hudson is an American rider who has always stood out for his physical endurance.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, and he's in trouble.
He's not the type to give up easily, and in this ride, he proved it, although the result wasn't what he expected. The bull he drew was known for its powerful spins and unpredictable patterns. As soon as it came out of the chute, Hudson had to use all his strength to stay centered. The animal alternated between vertical jumps and direction changes so fast there was barely any time to react. In the 6th second, a tight spin to the right coincided with a lateral jump, and that was enough to throw Hudson off the rope. The fall was hard, with the rider hitting his shoulder first and then his head on the dirt. Although the helmet absorbed most of the impact, he was momentarily dazed. Thanks to quick assistance, Hudson managed to walk out on his own, but he was sent for observation for a possible concussion. "I knew it was a tough bull, but I didn't think it would throw me off so quickly," he admitted. Number 6. Luis Escobedo. Luis Escobedo, a competitor with years of experience, faced one of the most intense rides of his career in this event. The bull he drew was known for combining brute strength with intelligence, knowing how and when to change strategy. Escobedo started well, adapting to the animal's initial movements. However, halfway through the ride, the bull executed a vertical jump followed by such a sudden change of direction that Luis lost his balance instantly. He tried to recover, but inertia threw him forward. The fall was rough, rolling several times before coming to a stop. To make matters worse, the bull turned and passed dangerously close to his right leg. The bullfighters intervened immediately, moving the animal away and allowing Escobedo to get up. After a medical check, it was determined that he had a severe leg bruise and lower back pain, but no serious injuries. "Those seconds felt like an eternity," Escobedo said after the event. Number 5. Ben Jones. Ben Jones, originally from Australia, is one of the most charismatic and beloved riders on the circuit. Known for his energy and fierce style, he always gets the crowd going with his rides. However, in this event, what he stirred was a wave of concern. The gate opened and the bull shot out, executing a sequence of spins to the right that forced Jones to grip the rope with all his strength. For the first seconds, he seemed to have the situation under control, matching each movement of the animal with perfect posture. But in the 5th second, the bull changed direction with such abruptness that it caught him by surprise. The change threw him off balance and launched him forward, hitting his head on the dirt. Before he could react, the bull passed dangerously close with its hind legs brushing his helmet. The bullfighters intervened immediately, but the impact had already taken its toll. Jones got up slowly, visibly dazed. The medics confirmed that he had suffered a mild concussion and several bruises. "You always go in thinking you can handle the bull until the bull proves you wrong," he said with a half smile. Number 4. Valde de Oliveira. Brazilian rider Valde de Oliveira has been a solid competitor for years. Known for his physical strength and his ability to read a bull's behavior, but in this ride, there was no way to read it. The bull came out with a series of high vertical jumps, lifting Oliveira higher than usual. Every landing on the animal's back was a sharp blow that tested his endurance. In the 3rd second, the bull began to spin to the left, and Oliveira responded with a precise correction. But in the 5th second, the animal repeated the vertical jump, this time combined with an opposite spin, throwing him completely off the rope. Valde fell on his back, rolling until he stopped just a few meters from the fence. Instead of moving away, the bull turned and went straight for him. It was the quick intervention of the bullfighters that prevented a stomp which could have had serious consequences. The subsequent diagnosis was a muscle strain in the back and neck pain. "That bull didn't repeat a single move. It was like he was improvising every second," Oliveira commented. Number 3. Keith Hall. Keith Hall is no stranger to the toughness of rodeo, but his ride in this event became one of the most remembered for the violence of the fall and how close he came to a serious injury. From the moment the gate opened, the bull showed an unusual pattern of movement. High jumps, powerful landings, and spins that seemed executed with surgical precision. Hall held firm during the first seconds, his eyes fixed and arms working to compensate for each jolt. In the 6th second, the bull spun to the right with such force that Hall lost his line of balance. He was thrown into the air and landed on his side, hitting his shoulder against the dirt. The impact momentarily knocked the wind out of him. To make matters worse, the bull turned back toward him, and Hall barely managed to roll out of its path before a potential stomp. After the incident, he was diagnosed with a severe shoulder contusion and lower back pain. "In the arena, there are no pauses or second chances. If you fall, the bull keeps going," he said firmly. Number 2. Agnaldo Cardozo.
All the power of that bull coming up right into his...
Brazilian rider Agnaldo Cardozo is known for his physical and mental endurance. He has faced feared bulls all over the circuit, but this time the challenge turned into real danger. In the first seconds of the ride, Cardozo seemed to have absolute control. The bull spun to the right and he followed the movement without losing rhythm. However, in the 4th second, the animal performed a high jump and a tight spin to the left, completely breaking the rider's stability. Cardozo fell forward, hitting his head on the dirt. The most dangerous part was that in the process, he became momentarily trapped by the rope. Although he managed to free himself within seconds, that was enough time for the bull to catch him with its hind legs, striking his back. Medics treated him immediately and confirmed a severe lumbar contusion along with several bruises. "That bull taught me that 1 second is enough to change the whole story," he later declared. Number 1. Brennan Eldred, American rider.
He's out, guys! He's out!
Brennan Eldred takes the top spot on this list for a moment that combined extreme risk with an impressive display of survival. From the start, the bull showed unusual aggression, launching jumps with spins so tight they seemed to break the laws of physics. Eldred held on for the first seconds with admirable control, adjusting his posture with every change of direction. However, in the 6th second, the bull executed an explosive move, a high jump followed by an opposite spin that catapulted him off the rope. Brennan fell on his back, hitting his head on the dirt. The bull turned and charged toward him, but the bullfighters reacted in a fraction of a second, blocking the animal before it could reach him. Eldred got up slowly, breathing heavily, his helmet visibly damaged from the impact. The diagnosis was a mild concussion and several bruises, but no permanent serious injuries. "When you're in there, every second feels like an eternity," he said later. These 10 cases show the thin line that separates a successful ride from a moment of extreme danger. Scotty Knapp, Nathan Chapper, Claudio Cristoimo, Cody Hudson, Luis Escobedo, Ben Jones, Valde de Oliveira, Keith Hall, Agnaldo Cardozo, and Brennan Eldred have experienced firsthand what it means to risk it all for those 8 seconds. Every fall, every blow, and every bullfighter intervention reminds us that bull riding is a sport where the margin for error is minimal and the consequences can be irreversible. It's not just skill, it's courage, endurance, and the ability to get back up after a fall. In the arena, the names may change, but the risk is always the same, and these moments will remain etched as reminders of how unpredictable and dangerous it can be to face a bull determined to win the battle.